number 5. Those cars starting in the top 10. 100 laps the distance. The Ernie's Discount Tools Dirt Car Modifieds. Rumble off turn number 4. Green flag. Mike Bruno leading the field down the backstretch. It's a long race. Patience, tire management, all will play into this one. Couple of X's running wheel to wheel, mid-pack. Adam Barnamy gets a spot on Gardner Stone. Side by side, racing for 5th. Making 4th. George Foley on the inside has 4th. Richard Tesser in a 49, back to 5th. Aaron Barnamy runs in the 6th spot. Out front, Mike Bruno's got Keith Flack running with him. Kenny Tremont, open track in front is 3rd. Karate working a rim on the outside, running in a 10th spot, just lost a spot to Martin Roy, the Gamache Truck Center number 90, he is 9th. Field is already strung out. Flack running a car length off the back bumper of Mike Bruno. Looking to the outside, down the backstretch. Flack won once this year at Lebanon Valley, running right behind Bruno. Kenny Tremont sitting 3rd in the 115. George Foley's 4th in the 34. 5th, Richard Tesser. Then Aaron Barnamy, Pierre Berthiaume, Martin Roy, Don Rocca, Mike Parati, Matt Woodruff, and Todd Stone. Todd Stone moving up in the 1X. Martin Roy gets a spot away from Pierre Berthiaume. Right now, Parati runs in a 10th spot. Jim Introne parks his car atop turn number 2, trying to keep it rolling back towards the garage. And we got a yellow. And Todd Stone. Row 7, Jason Durgan and Chris K.A. Row 8, Andy Haywood and Adam Barnamy. Here they come off turn number 4, front stretch, green flag. Keith Flack really drifted high off turn number 4 on that restart. That opened up room for Kenny Tremont on the inside. Here comes Tremont. The Sand Lake Slingshot going after that 2nd spot. Tremont skipped the wheel down on the inside off turn number 2. That slowed his pace a little bit. It put Flack back in the hunt for the 2nd spot. Tremont's got the inside though. Keith Flack getting good bite up on top. Flack with a real good bite off that 2nd turn. Running Tremont wheel to wheel for that 2nd position. They're even. Flack had 2nd by a nose that last lap. But now looks like Kenny's got position. Kenny Tremont taking 2nd, and he has solidified the pass. Mike Bruno leading by 4 lengths over Kenny Tremont. Keith Flack runs 3rd. George Foley is 4th. Richard Tesser is 5th. 6th is Barnamy. 7th is Berthiaume. 8th on the outside is Martin Roy. 9th is Mike Parati. 10th is Don Rocca. 11th is Chris K.A. Todd Stone is 12th. Put Stone into the 11th spot. K.A. back to 12, stuck on the outside. Black flag for Jim McCrone. He's got smoke coming out of the pipes. Motor problems for McComb. His day is likely done. change for George Foley. He lost a whole bunch of car lengths to the leaders. Mike Bruno has led every lap, but Kenny Tremont looks fast right behind him. Trying to get around Lemish, now mid-pack. Andy Haywood in the 26, 3 wide move. That could be dangerous around the outside. Looks like they'll make it work. Mike Bruno pulls up on the back bumper of Colleen Salisbury. Bruno flies around Salisbury into 3. Tremont running right off the back bumper. Here comes Foley. Foley gets around Flack. George Foley to 3rd. Keith Flack back to the 4th spot. Richard Tesser is still 5th. The field tries to work around Lemish in that number 15. But out front, Bruno and Tremont. Tremont sizing up Mike Bruno on the outside. Kenny Tremont looking high down the backstretch. Tremont trying to get to Bruno's wheel. Here comes Kenny Tremont outside, now looking down to the inside, nothing happening. Mike Bruno setting a fast pace out front. Adam Barnaby down to the infield. Might have had some help from Jason Durgan. Chief starter Weasel Bruno has a clenched black flag pointed at Durgan. Bruno trying to put Spencer Rushlaw down 1 lap. A quarter of the way through this one. George Foley down to the infield. Foley checking out the modified and has it shut down, trying to keep it rolling. Looks like it broke on the right front, that car not turning. And Foley is parked on the inside of turn number 2. Those cars in the top 10. Slow pace set up front by Bruno, now on the hammer. Here he comes off 4. Green flag. Kenny Tremont sticking right with Mike Bruno. Tremont's car is fast. Tremont is just biding time. Oh, we got contact. Don Ronca, Todd Stone. Ronca goes off of top turn number 2. As here comes the field off 4. Green flag. Again, Tesser could not get around Rushlaw. That 21 a lap down. Pierre Bertillon had a peek to the inside of Aaron Barnaby. Nothing was there. Martin Roy in the 90, looking to the outside of Mike Perotti. Perotti trying to keep that modified down on the inside, just doesn't seem to want a handle for him. Gets a good run off turn number 4 though that time. And a better drive off turn 2. Martin Roy out of shape down the backstretch, 3 wide into 3. Stayed in the throttle, but he's going to lose 1 spot, maybe 2. Jason Durgan gets a spot. Roy losing that spot to Durgan. Chris K.A. Oh, look out, we got a mix-up. The 21 of Rushlaw, the 49 of Tesser involved. Mike Parati had to go way up atop turn number 4. He keeps her rolling as the yellow flag comes. Here they come off turn 4, green flag. Bruno leading Tremont. Mike Parati's got smoke coming out of that 35. And he's going to get the black flag. Tire rub, it looks like, on the 35. And again, Chief Starter Weasel Bruno's got the black flag out for him. Bruno leading. Tremont still running in that second spot. Parati will duck into the... No, he's going to stay out on the track. As well. Ready to go again. Restart time. Here they come. Off for green flag. Bruno and Tremont flack. Top 3. Todd Stone trying to get a spot away from Andy Kane. There goes Spencer Rushlow on the 21. Rushlow out of the infield. Bit off in that Gamache Truck Center 90. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag. Bruno pulling away. Kenny Tremont sitting in second. Flack third. Single file around the half mile. 40 laps remain. Laps to go for the Ernie's Discount Tools Dirt Car Modifieds. And Mike Bruno maintaining a fast pace out front. Now Martinois got into the left rear of Jason Durgan, almost skipped the wheel. That could have been a disaster for Martinois. Listen to the 22 this time by. I thought I heard a popcorn machine in that 22. Listen. Yes, same noise that we heard yesterday from Mike Bruno in some of the time trialing. They thought they had that diagnosed, but you can hear the popcorn in the 22. Point, it doesn't seem to be slowing his pace, but it sure sounds ugly. Black flag out for the Lemus, number 15. He's trying to get off the track. He drifted up right in front of Mike Rio. Still working down on the inside. Bruno leading. Tremont in second. We got a car on the wall in the front stretch. It looks like it's Parati in a 35. It is. Who's in the top 10? Here they come. Green flag. Tremont still just off that back bumper. to go time for Kenny Tremont. As we're almost 3/4 of the way through this one, almost time for him to make his move. Mike Bruno has led since lap number 1, started on the point, trying to hold off Kenny Tremont. Flack running 3 car lengths off Tremont's back bumper. Aaron Barney right with Flack. Problems for Andy Powell. Yellow flag for Powell. With a magic popcorn maker under the hood coming off turn number 4. Green flag. Tremont looked to the inside off turn number 2, but could not get there. Kenny Tremont knows now is the time he has to make the move, if he has one. Mike Bruno, though, running 4 car lengths in front of Tremont. He's got to get back there to make a move. Pulling away a little bit, and that pop sound is gone. You gotta know Bruno didn't play all his cards either. He's pulled away. Oh, now it's back again. Pierre Berthiaume's gonna take the 1 Quebec back to the garage. Trying to get back on the Speedway. Now parked on the inside of turn number 3. And still sitting on the inside of turn number 3. Now the yellow flag. Two veterans up front, going for the win with 10 to go. Here they come. Green flag. Bruno leading by 2. Tremont trying to get back to him. Flack still 3rd. Bartlemy 4th. Durgan is 5th. Martinois in the 6th spot. Has looked high, he has looked low. He has not been able to find a way around Jason Durgan in that number 17. Durgan has run well. Adam Bartlemy is 7th, Chris K.A. 8th, Todd Stone 9th. 10th is Andy Haywood. Out front, Mike Bruno clicking the laps off with a 3 car length advantage. Trying to go green to checkers is the Crickets 22, looking for his first 5th win of the year. Here he comes off turn number 4, 5 laps to go for Bruno. To 5 car lengths. Kenny Tremont trying to get to him, but he cannot get there. Bruno hanging on to that lead comfortably right now. The top 5 cars all pretty well distanced between themselves. Right on back, actually, through the top 7. Chris K.A. is the only driver in the top 10 feeling some heat from Todd Stone. 2 to go. Popsicle sticks her out. Tremont closes up quickly. Tremont to the outside, down the backstretch. Tremont going for the lead. Bruno back on the inside. Dicing for the lead. Here comes Flack back. Tremont diving to the inside. White flag. Tremont takes the lead. Bruno trying to get back after him. Tremont has the lead. Final lap. Here comes Kenny Tremont on the 115. Checkered flags are out. Tremont's going to win it. Bruno second. Flack third. Fourth to Barnaby. Fifth Durgan. Sixth Roy. Seventh to Adam Barnaby. Chris Kenny eighth. Todd Stone ninth. And Andy Haywood 10th. Kenny Tremont was just...
The second straight year, the modified portion of Fall Foliage 100 for the Ernie's Discount Tools Dirt Car Modifieds. The winning purse is going home to West Sand Lake, New York, with Kenny Tremont, the driver of the number 115. Kenny catching his breath inside the modified. You got that? Thank you. He's unbuckling now, about to climb out, and I know you'll give him a nice airborne round of applause. Kenny Tremont Jr., everybody. He goes back to back. Kenny Tremont, 99 laps. You were kind of running around there in that second spot, just kind of biding your time. And I was wondering for a while there, you hit lap 90, 4 or 5 car lengths off the back of Mike Bruno's bumper, and then you said it was time to go. Talk about your mindset as those laps were winding down.
Well, after every restart there, Mike would kind of take off on us, and I said, man, he's certainly getting a good, he's getting a good restart. And, as the laps went on, I think it helped us a little bit, and we were able to come back to him a little bit. But, man, after every one of those restarts, I said, I don't know if we can do this or not. But just kept trying, kept working at it, and, Mike had to skip there, too, so that I'm sure that didn't help him. And thankfully, we were able to do it.
Did you feel confident that you could get back to his back bumper? Did you know that you were going to get to it that quickly? Because you went from about 5 car lengths right to the back bumper in the span of about a half a lap.
You never really know, honestly. You just got to keep trying. Sometimes, you slip up or you hit a different groove and you really gain a lot of momentum through one corner compared to the next. It's just one of those things where you want to keep trying because you never know.
And then talk about your winning pass. You took it to the outside, and the car certainly held up for you, and it really stuck.
Yeah, actually, really quite impressed with the way the car went. It seemed like the outside a little bit. You got to be a little bit careful out there, and we were able to stick it out there. And then, I knew Mike would be certainly trying hard, and he dove it in there, and then, we were able to just kind of crisscross and try to bottom and able to get him on the bottom.
Well, congratulations. Back in the old dirt days when they were running on asphalt, you used to kick butt on the asphalt there, and you certainly are doing a great job when you show up here at Airborne. Are happy to see you pull into the garage.
Well, we certainly appreciate it, and the fans are always great to us, and thanks to everybody that has come by and said hello, and without the fans, definitely we couldn't have a show, but Mike really treats us well, and he's a good guy, and really appreciate coming up once, twice a year if we can.
All right, that's Kenny Tremont Jr. Everybody give him a nice round of applause.
Emergency Product 79, St. Albans, Jason Bonnet. The 00, the Plattsburgh Housing Outlet, car for Chris Reeves. Sherry Minier in the 3. Mike Shagnon in the 86, Howard Stoner in the 57, Rico Hernandez in the 4, green flag. Brian McGinley down to the infield. Everybody scrambles. McGinley slides around. Some debris perhaps up in turn number 2 from McGinley's slide. He is still parked, and this one is off to an auspicious start. Bring it up again. All right, ready to go. It's a complete restart. Nothing complete. Here they come again. Green flag. Mike Wells taking Jimmy Bushy with him to the second spot. This time everybody gets through turn number 2. Bucko Branham peeking to the inside of Jamie Begor. Thought better of that. A long race, a lot of time to go. Certainly to pick your spot. 3 wide off turn 4. Brian McGinley threading the needle that time in the 98. Larry Underwood still stuck on the outside. He is losing spots. Here is Brian Chris again. Brian Chris, I should say, threading the needle. Look out! We got problems. Mike Wells goes around. Off turn number 4. Yellow flag. 14, Minnesota 20, Carolina 10. More scores later. Here comes the field off 4. Green flag. Jimmy Bushy leading. Toby Ebersol running second. Rich Watson third in the 09. Inside line trying to pick up spots and move through. Brian Chris trying to find room in front of Rick Frenier, and he will. Chris is able to get the car down in front of the 77. Ben Huff he didn't see that gap down the inside. Oh, problem. Skip Liberty. Skip Liberty shoots up the track. Now parks at top turn 4. 2. Chris and Huff on her own 3. Here they come off 4. Green flag back out. Side by side for the lead. Jimmy Bushy in the 11. Surging out front into turn 3 and 4. Toby Ebersol cuts it down right behind him in that second spot. Five cars hung out on the outside. Rich Watson, one of them. He's able to get back in traffic. Ben Huff next. Can't get to a spot. Jamie Begor, he's hung out to dry. So's Robin Wood. And they are sliding backwards. Begor had a little hole behind Richie Turner, but Tyler Terry got there fast. That outside line just going to the back. Here comes Bucko Branham to the top 5. Branham in the Northern Sanitation, number 20, lands in the 5th spot. Rick Frenier, loose off turn number 2, running 6th. Chris Reeves running into the 7th spot, now the 00. Jimmy Bushy leading by 3 car lengths in his number 11. Toby Ebersol running second as we hopefully get into a lengthy green flag run. Mike Wells moving to the inside of Rich Watson. The 00 Joe doing the same thing. Let's set the field as there are 8 laps complete, make it 9. Jim Bushy the leader. Toby Ebersol is second. Sean Duquette third. Rigo Hernandez spinning atop turn 2. We stay green. 4th is Brian Chris. 5th is Bucko Branham. 6th, Rick Frenier. 7th, Chris Reeves. 8th, Richie Turner. 9th is Tyler Terry. 10th, Jason Bonnet. 11th is Jamie Begor. Mike Wells trying to take that position away from Begor as he got shifted to the outside. And Begor's going to lose that spot. Mike Wells getting 11th. Chris Reeves picking a spot from Rick Frenier in that 77. Frenier in trouble on the outside. The other car is still stuck on the outside. Jamie Begor, he's lost 2 spots and he's about to lose a 3rd. Actually, he's lost 4 spots by the time it shakes out. A lot of laps to go, but he's now way in the back. And Bushy is increasing his lead out front. Jim Bushy comfortably leading Toby Ebersol, who's got a good gap back to Sean Duquette in third. Brian Chris running right off the back bumper of Duquette. Thought I saw a little smoke maybe coming out of the 18. I do, maybe just be brake smoke off the 18. Brian Chris fourth, Bucko Branham fifth. And remember, Branham very aware where he's running on the track, and if he's in that fifth spot, if a yellow comes out, he'll restart on the inside. Here comes Richie Turner to the inside of Chris Reeves. They are racing for sixth. Reeves is going to lose one spot. Tyler Terry coming after him as well. And Jason Bonnet is on the back bumper of Terry. So Reeves may end up losing 3 spots unless he can get that car down in front of Terry. And there's contact. They touch going up into 4. Tyler Terry will finish the pass off too. Jason Bonnet driving through down the backstretch. Chris Reeves trying to hang on. Still working at outside with the 0-0. Reeves shuffled back to 9th. Right in front of the 0-0 Vermont, 0-0 Joe Steffen, who is 10th. Robin Wood is 11th. Jamie Begor has fought back to 12th. Larry Underwood 13th, Rick Frenier 14th, Mike Wells is 15th, Ben Huff 16th, Rich Watson is 17th, 18th is Brian McGinley, 19th is Sherry Minier, and 20th is Mike Shagnon. 20 cars on the lead lap. Jimmy Bushy right now. Bushy is out for a Sunday stroll. Take a look at Jimmy with his right hand. He's just relaxing in the car. Using a left hand to just take that race car around the Speedway. The right hand of Bushy comfortably positioned on one of the inside roll cage bars. Robin Wood, 0-0 Joe. Robin Wood gets a spot from Joe Steffen. Field starts to spread out. Bushy in the lead. Ebersol in that second spot. Duquette hanging on to third. Still trailing a little smoke into the turns, but it doesn't seem to be slowing them down too much. Brian Chris, twisted ankle and all, running fourth. Bucko Branham fifth. Jim Bushy trying to put a lap on Mike Shagnon on the front stretch. Some tight racing for spots 14, 15, and 16. Rick Frenier, Ben Huff, Mike Wells. All running right around 15th. inside of Brian Chris as they work to the inside of Mike Shagnon. But Brian Chris is able to hold him off. Jamie Begor and Larry Underwood running for position. Larry Underwood takes the spot away from Begor. Leader Jimmy Bushy now putting Sherry Minier down a lap. Toby Ebersol has closed the gap to Bushy. And Ebersol catches Minier in the fourth turn, and then helps Bushy pull away a little bit again. Jimmy Bushy has an open track in front as he's about to click off lap number 34, a third of the way home. Chris Reeves to the infield with a Plattsburgh Housing Outlet 00. Reeves with problems, and he goes to the infield. Oh, let's set the field. Bushy the leader, crossing the start-finish line at lap 35. Toby Ebersol is second. Bucko Branham has worked his way to third. Fourth now Brian Chris as he takes a spot away from Sean Duquette. Duquette on the outside trying to come back though. Might be able to pin Chris behind the slower car. No, Brian Chris has it. Sean Duquette fifth. Richie Turner sixth. Seventh is Jason Bonnet. Eighth is Robin Wood. Ninth is Tyler Terry. 10th is Larry Underwood. Jamie Begor is 11th. 12th, Joe Steffen. 13th, Ben Huff. 14th, Mike Wells. 15th, Rick Frenier. 16th, Brian McGinley. 17th, Rich Watson. 17 cars on the lead lap. Look who's coming. Number 20. Bucko Branham up to third. And he is reeling in the leaders. And he is reeling them in fast. Bushy puts a lap on Rich Watson. Toby Ebersol as well. Now is when the car starts to go away a little bit, these middle stages of the race. The car that stays consistent throughout likely will end up with a checkered flag. Right now, Bushy has been the boss. This time by, they will have run 40 consecutive green flag laps. Our last green flag, close to 40. If I remember right, our last green flag was back around lap number 7. So right now it's 36 straight green flag laps on this run. And some cars are starting to fade. Other cars are surging towards the front. Jamie Begor getting a spot back from Larry Underwood. Bucko Branham is now about 7 car lengths off the rear bumper of Toby Eversole. He can now see the leaders. 15 laps back, he was half a track behind them. Not now. Bushy sideways off too. Here comes Toby Eversole for the lead. He'll take the lead. Bushy's got problems. He may have a tire down. The leader, dead in the water off turn number 4. Right rear tire is flat. Flat right rear tire for leader Jimmy Bushy. Toby Eversole the leader. Bucko Branham now running in the 2nd spot. Brian Chris the 3rd. 4th is Sean Duquette. 5th is Richie Turner. 6th is Robin Wood. 7th, Jason Bonnet. 8th, Tyler Terry. 9th is Jamie B. Gore. 10th is Larry Underwood. 11th, Double O Joe. 12th, Ben Huff. 13th is Rick Frenier. 14th, Mike Wells. 14 cars are on the lead lap. Cross flags are out halfway by next time. Sean Duquette losing a spot to Robin Wood. Now Jason Bonnet. Bonnet coming through on the inside. Toby Eversole has hit the halfway point. The leaders have taken that sign. Eversole. Look out, problems for Robin Wood. Yellow flag, Robin Laps complete, 2 veterans, row 1, here they come, green flag. Eversole leading, Branham managed to get the car down to the inside, hanging on to that 2nd spot. Tires, we've already seen it be an issue. I think it will stay one throughout. Eversole leading, Branham 2nd, Chris 3rd in the Labatt Blue 98. Turner 4th in the 17. Branham wants to go now. He's going for lead on the outside. Eversole hanging on the inside. Oh, Brian Chris, bad loose. He may have a tire down. Eversole still in the lead. Brian Chris back up to speed. Real hairy moment there for the Labatt Blue 98. Toby Eversole, Bucko Branham running 1-2. Jamie Bigor trying to get into the top 5. It wasn't that long ago he was 15th, but he's fought his way back into the top 5 now. The number 19, he's 5th. Sean Duquette taking 3rd away from Richie Turner. Turner back to 4th. Those 2 drivers flip-flop position. Branham smoking them off 4. Bud Light 82, Toby Eversole in the lead. Now 5 car lengths. Branham eating into that cushion as they race off the 4th turn. Eversole, Branham, Duquette, and Turner in the 17. Bigor in the 19, running 5th. Those top 2 cars pulling away from Sean Duquette. That last yellow no doubt help some of these drivers get the tires a little cooler Again, Branham heavy on the binders into turn number 4. Toby Ebersol, Bucko Branham. Branham peeking inside. Ebersol coming back down into turn 4. This time by lap 65 goes up on the board. Branham diving down to the inside, trying to get that position winning from Toby Ebersol. Had to get on the binders. A little too hot into the turn that time. Again, Bucko right there. Toby Ebersol leading out front. Everybody else staying in line. Branham a little loose off turn number 2. Richie Turner going to the outside. Turner to 17, trying to get a spot from Duquette, but now he may lose a spot to Bigor. Jamie Bigor in the 19 moves to the 4th position. Jason Bonnet to 5th. Richie Turner back to 6th. 7th is Brian Chris in the 98. 8th is Larry Underwood. A 9th is Tyler Terry. Double O Joe rounds out the top 10. Toby Ebersol has led since the early going. Bucko Branham biding time. Following Ebersol. Toby keeping that car down on the inside. Forcing Branham to think outside if he's going to beat him. Look out, Brian McGinley. Sideways over there in 4. We got cars spinning. Yellow flag. Here come the leaders. Oh, Branham. Heavy contact with Ebersol in the 82. Ebersol saw the cars in front of him. Perhaps heard the yellow call over the frequency. And I'm not sure Bucko heard that call as he continued right into the 80. He had to go into the pits with the tire down. And he's now at the back of the pack, but we do not see the track champions car. Bucko Branham still back in the garage. Here they come. Green flag! Bigor takes the lead on the restart. But here comes Duquette back on the inside. Door to door, wheel to wheel, racing into turn number 4 for the lead. Sean Duquette inside, Toby Ebersol, make that Jamie Bigor on the outside. Ebersol's been in the lead so long, I miscalled his name. It's Jamie Bigor in the 19 who is now sliding back. Here comes Jason Bonnet. Bonnet, the 2007 track champion, throwing his hat in the ring now. He's to 2nd. Bigor slides the car down in front of Richie Turner. Turner has the nose inside. Here he comes. Contact! There goes Bigor. All right, ready to restart. Green flag. Sean Duquette leading. Jason Bonnet 2nd. Richie Turner running 3rd. Larry Underwood is 4th. Underwood loose off 2. Brian Chris had to get on the binders. Here comes Tyler Terry in a 44. He backs out. Jamie Bigor trying to move inside Rick Frenier. He had to get on the binders. Frenier hangs on to that spot. Again, Underwood drifting up the track off turn number 2. Brian Chris in the 98 moving through on the inside, and he will take that spot away. And Rick, remember you talked about that odor, a burning odor that we smelled. It may well have been Bucko Branham, which is why he was sent back to the garage. We have not smelled that the last several laps. Sean Duquette, Jason Bonnet, Richie Turner. Then a gap back to Brian Chris in the 98. Tyler Terry running 5th at a number 44. Duquette leads, Bonnet runs 2nd, Turner runs 3rd, Chris runs 4th, Terry is 5th, Underwood 6th, Toby Ebersol is back to 7th. I believe Jim Bushy may have lost a lap when he had to change his tire under green. So we'll say Rick Frenier right now is 8th. Jamie Begor trying to get that spot away from Frenier as they race into turn number 3. Begor has the inside line, and he will move to 8th. Frenier to 9th. Mike Wells 10th, although Wells may have ducked into the pits earlier as well. No doubt about the leaders, though. Sean Duquette, Jason Bonnet, and they're pulling away. Ten laps to go for Sean Duquette. 10 laps remain for the 18. The 2007 track champ is right behind him. Duquette by a car length, and he has run very well out front. Richie Turner bad loose that time off 2. Brian Chris couldn't quite get there to challenge for 3rd. And the best battle right now, position-wise, is that battle up front. But Jason Bonnet seems stuck at about 2 car lengths off the back bumper to leader. Mike Wells trying to hang on to his 76. Wild ride down to the infield. And right now, Duquette's pulling away. He may be checking out on Jason Bonnet. 5 laps will remain next time by. Five to go for Sean Duquette. Second place in points. Sean Duquette looking for his 2nd win of the year. Only Bucko Branham has more than 1 win in this division. Duquette's looking to become the other driver to do that. His lead is now 3 car lengths over Jason Bonnet. Problems for Sherry Minier. She's headed back to the garage. Popsicle sticks are out. Next time by. 2 laps to go for Duquette, who is up in turn number 4. 2 to go for the leader. Sean Duquette leading by 3 car lengths still over Jason Bonnet, and Bonnet is not cutting into lead. Careful though, because there are slower cars right in front of the leader. Howard Stoner is the one. Stoner in that 57. He stays up high. White flag on the field. Duquette eases his way through to the inside. 2 more turns to negotiate. Here comes the 18 off turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Sean Duquette wins. Second, Jason Bonnet, Richie Turner third, Brian Chris fourth, Tyler Terry fifth, Toby Ebersol sixth, Larry Underwood seventh. Again, I'll say Jamie Begor eighth, ninth to Rick Frenier. As win number 2 of the 2008 season, the final race for the J&S Steel Sportsman goes to Sean Duquette in the number.
Rob's on his way down to victory lane. He'll get a word with our 100-lap main event winner, Sean Duquette. Sean's becoming the master of these 100-lap races. Another 100-lap main event victory here at the Airborne Speedway. Let's go downstairs to Rob Knowles. Rob?
All right, Rick. Sean's out of his car. Give him a nice round of applause, everybody. His second win of 2008. Come on over here. Get a quick drink of cold water. And I want you to talk about what you saw in that mishap. The yellow came out. A couple of cars that spun off turn number 4. And talk about what you hear on your radio and maybe what you saw coming off the 4th turn, those 2 cars that might have been parked there. The incident led to you getting the lead.
Yeah, I heard it on the back stretch on your radio. Sometimes it's hard to hear, and when you come to the corner, sometimes you can't see what's going on ahead of you. So that's why I think what happened to Toby and Bucko.
You like these 100-lap races, don't you?
I love them. It's the only thing they can win, seems like.
Now, early in that race, there was some smoke coming out of the rear of the car. Talk about what you think that might have been.
Well, I thought it was mine, and I see Bucko smoking, so I don't know if it's mine or the brakes or what, but...
Well, during a race like that, how important is tire management and your thought process throughout the race in trying to preserve those tires?
I didn't preserve them too good, but the car didn't come together. It's about 75 laps. I let Bucko go by on the outside, Turner, and just finally, 25 laps to go, it came together.
Fine way to end the season, huh?
Yes, it is.
And it also solidifies you in that second spot. You've had a real good year. Nice job.
Thank you.
Sean Duquette, everybody. Second win of the year for car number 18 in the J&S Steel Sportsman.